Hi, my name is Talia Christian. I'm a freshman here at Northeast Lakeview and I'm studying business administration.
Hi, my name is Hannah Hagan. I'm also a freshman at Northeast Lakeview and I'm studying to be an entrepreneur.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Duncan and I'm studying business.
Hi, my name is Maya and I'm going to study to be a teacher.
Hi, my name is Sol Chang and I'm studying in computer science.
Action.
Hi, we are going to present over how to become a successful student. First, we're gonna define what's the definition of the success in college. How do you define college success? Getting a grade A on each subject, earning an associate degree, attending classes in a 4-year college, bachelor's or master's degree or PhD. But the minimum requirement for success is passing a class. But why do more than 60% of students entering college fail to graduate?
Who's doing thesis?
So our thesis is basically going over, it's stating though that there are many things that make a successful student, we have to put together a plan of action that incorporates 4 important tactics. All right, and our contents is in order to succeed as students in college.
Click the, just say the 4 important tactics are.
Let me just get them all so I can just go over them. Okay, so then I'm gonna click through, provide all 4 important tactics. Be motivated to have a goal setting, the importance and usefulness of studying in college, what a goal setting and SMART goal is, be curious and good at planning, deep learning, time management, and these are by all of us. So this is Sol's, this is Maya's, this is Talia's, Christian's, and then obviously we're gonna have to go to the others. So expectancy versus value, homeostasis,
It's not my name.
how to manage stress, and then to have a good study habits, which is by Jeremy, to the importance of good habits and what are good habits, defining. And then the summary is by me. It's the interview and the summary of the presentation.
To be successful students should be motivated and set SMART goals. So I'm gonna introduce motivation and SMART goals. So my favorite psychologist in America, William James, once said that if you change your mind, you can change your life. So he realized that we have the ability to choose one thought over the other. And he also believed that when humans improve the way they think, nothing is impossible to achieve. In other words, you can't change your actions without changing your thoughts. As a student in college, how can you change your thoughts to become a successful student? What is a successful student in college? To get a great grade, right? You should think why you are attending college and know the usefulness of college seriously for your future. And then you use SMART goals to set goals to make actions become a successful student. Okay, then let's change your mind first. This is right now, and we're gonna be like simple mind. So to change your mind, you should know why it is important to attend school and know how to set a motivated goal by using SMART. Okay. Then, why did you decide to attend college? Here are the common reasons that students decide to attend school. Gain general education and appreciation of ideas. Do what your parents were not able to do. Make you a more cultured person. Be able to make more money. Be able to get a better job. Satisfy your curiosity. Challenge yourself. Have fun. Okay. So for over 40 years, the cooperative institutional research program has been regularly serving incoming college freshmen about why they decide to attend college. They found that to be able to get a better job, here you go, this is like a highest percent of people who call a very important reason for why they were in college, and the lowest part is to make me a more cultured person. As you can see, we came here to be able to get a better job in the future. Here's another research. Okay. Another research proved that bachelor's degree here is earned more than high school diploma or no college. So like, if you are more educated, then you're gonna have more skills, more knowledge, better job, and more benefit or more money. So now, let's talk about what's the goals. Goals act like a roadmap for your life. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Brian Tracy, who is recognized as the top sales training and bestseller author, once said that only 3% of others have clear, reached specific, measurable, time-bounding goals, and by every statistics, they accomplish 10 times as much as people with no goals at all. People who say, I'm already have goals, I don't need to set any. And Brian claims that these are not goals, they are wishes and fantasies common to all mankind. A goal is like a beautiful home, carefully designed, revised continually, upgraded regularly, and worked on constantly. If it is not writing in, it is merely a dream or a wish. People also say that goals don't work. Life is too unpredictable. Brian claims again that when a plane takes off for a distant city, it will be off course 99% of time. The complexity of the avionics and skills of the pilot are focused on continual course corrections. It is the same in life, but when you have a clear long-term goal with specific plans to achieve it, you may have to change your course many times, but you will eventually arrive at the destination of health, wealth, and great success. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about using SMART goal. The idea of SMART goal is believed to have got its start from Peter Drucker's management by objective concept. SMART goals also received a big boost in popularity when Professor Robert S. Robin wrote about them in an article for the Society for Industrial and Organizational Psychology. The SMART criteria allow you to set goals that are optimized for you to be successful right from the set goal. The letter SMART stands for specific and measurable and achievable, relevant, and timely. So how do we set SMART goal? Okay, here is my simple goal. I want to get better in my classes. And specific, what exactly do you want to achieve? So I say, I want to score at least an A- in each of my courses. In my courses. And measurable, what exactly do you need to do by when? So I say, I'll note down instructors' advice and feedback and start taking steps to do better in my studies. Unattainable, it must be a realistic goal that challenges you. I will create a weekly time schedule for turn times tonight. I will allocate enough time for studying each course. Relevant, why and how are your goals important to you? I really want to reach my full potential as a student. Getting good grades is a top priority for me, as doing better will jumpstart my career when graduate. Timely, when can you When can you reasonably expect to cross your goals? By the next major exam, I'll be scoring more A- or higher grades in courses in a year's time. As a smart savvy student, I will have my A- or better grades in my result. Yes, here's my examples of how to set SMART goals.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about how students should be deep learners and have good time management skills. So what is deep learning? Deep learning is when a student uses cognitive skills such as analyzing, synthesizing, and problem solving to create long-term understanding. Okay, so why is it important? Why does it even matter? It allows for the students to make real-life connections. And it allows for them to work on their critical thinking, and it helps with problem solving, which is really like real-world skills that you can use. And it consolidates newer material into your memory with real-life links. So when you think of something new and you link it to your life, it becomes more relevant. Okay, so how do you become a deep learner? You focus on the meanings behind the facts and information. You have the curiosity and the will to learn more, because you're not going to want to learn. If you don't want to learn, you're not going to. You have to be motivated to learn. And instead of memorizing facts and how to do things, you focus on why things are the way they are, and understanding concepts that apply to various things rather than just memorizing facts. Okay, and the Goldilocks rule. So basically, over here is your boredom section. That's when you have low motivation, and then as it gets harder, your motivation's low, you're gonna fail, like obviously. So there's a peak in the center where the difficulty is just right and the motivation is high, where it allows for success. Okay, so time management. What is time management? It's the process of dividing your time to accomplish more. So why is having good time management skills important? It allows for you to accomplish more in less time, it prevents burnout and feeling overwhelmed, and it reduces stress. It also allows for quality work in a timely manner. So how can you improve your time management skills? Identify your distractions and work towards putting them away and making them less of an issue. Like, you know what your distractions are. If it's your phone, you gotta put your phone away. If it's something else, then you have to work towards making it less of a problem so it's not as distracting. You also need to prioritize. So what really needs to be done first? If I have something due tomorrow and then something due next week, I'm not gonna work on the thing that's due next week, I'm gonna work on something that's due tomorrow. And then you always put yourself first. You can't accomplish anything for dead. So take care of yourself first and make sure that you are secure in your health and mental health and everything, because that's really important.
Can we edit this? Okay, students should know their purpose in school and maintain a healthy balance. I'm gonna first start out by explaining the expectancy value theory. This is stating that both expectancies and values play important roles in predicting an individual's future decisions, engagement, persistence, and achievement. According to the expectancy value theory, motivation depends on an individual's retention of positive expectancies and values. So I'm gonna break it down for y'all a little bit. The first part, expectancy, it's gonna answer, can I do a task? So basically, I guess in this situation, we'd be answering, can I do college? In most situations, you usually can do a task. A lot of people find that they'll say no just because of like outside comments, people telling them they can't. So I would just go ahead and say that you can do a task and like go with it and believe it and run with it. College is pretty much something that everyone in this class is more than able to achieve. So value is going to tie into it and kind of answer, why should I do a task? So this is very important because it's kind of like your purpose. Reasons why someone might value college. It could be that they find it important for finding a good job, paying having like health benefits, 401, is it 401k?
Yeah.
401k. I need to stop saying okay. It might be to please someone, such as a parent. So you might be here because your mom or dad is paying your tuition, or maybe they're not, but they just told you have to go to college. So it could be because it comes with a reward. So that might be in the instance of GPA wise. If I get a certain GPA, I could get a high enough scholarship to pay for a 4-year college. Or it could just be with the reward of a degree at the end of the 4 years. To gain new skills, so that skill could be something as simple as perseverance, just doing something and sticking it through till the end, just to prove to yourself that you could get through something that's really challenging. It could be to expand your network. In college, you're gonna meet a lot of professionals, even other students in your degree path. You might have to do internships at some point, and you're just gonna make connections all along the way that are gonna help you later on in life with your career. And it could also prepare you to transition to a new field at this time. Kind of starting out, like if you're maybe like a freshman, sophomore, it would be very hard for you to just jump into a full out career. So it's gonna teach you some like skills and tools all through the years, and it's gonna force you to apply those skills and practice them so that you're good at it by the time you graduate. Okay, homeostasis derives from Clark Hall's drive reduction theory, which the drive reduction theory goes into a little bit more, but I wanted to focus more on the homeostasis part. He believed that as humans, we try to maintain a state of balance, which he called homeostasis. So this is very important in your day-to-day life and just going through school and stuff. You need to be able to balance school, work, hobbies, sleep, eating. Then I was gonna do that thing. Should I just like pretend I'm writing it?
Yeah, I do.
I don't have a marker. Okay, I was gonna write on the whiteboard like a little balance thing, and then give an example. So it said if you're taking for each credit hour that you're doing, you need to put in 2 to 3 hours a week for each credit hour. So say you're doing 15 credit hours, you're gonna be needing to study 30 to, what's 15 times 30? 45. You're gonna be needing to do 30 to 45 hours of studying and homework and whatnot outside of school so that you'll be able to be prepared for those classes. And you're gonna have to find time to balance that. Because if you put too much into one thing and not the other, you're gonna end up being unproductive, and it's gonna cause stress, which leads into my next thing. Ways of managing stress. This is very important because it's kind of inevitable to like not be stressed. We're humans, and sometimes things just get overwhelming. So one is to just listen to music. It could be really anything that you like to listen to, calming music. Another one is to meditate. So just as we stretch our muscles while we exercise, it's important to, or massage your muscles, it's important to stretch and massage your mind. And a way of doing that is through meditation. It doesn't have to be anything intense if you do decide to meditate. It could just be something very simple. deep breaths are very important. I like to do deep breaths when I'm in the midst of like a chaotic situation, to just like pause and sit there for a second and inhale through my nose, exhale through my mouth, and take a few deep breaths just to reground myself. Another really important thing is a clean living space. It's important to have a clean living space because it'll allow you to have more clear thoughts and a clear mind. If things are too chaotic around your space, you're gonna find yourself very distracted, and so this is just an easy, beneficial way to like clean up your mind. And then the last one is to do at least one thing you love to do every day. And something that when you get to the end of it, you're not gonna be like, ew, I just did that. So like, it could be exercising, it could be taking pictures, painting, playing guitar, piano, playing basketball, just any little thing. It could be just doodling for like 10 minutes of the day. Just something that you love doing. This is very important because people tend to get caught up with a lot of their priorities, and it becomes overwhelming and stressful because you're over processing your mind with things that are difficult. And so to just pause for a little bit and give yourself time to do something you love every day is very important.
My name is Jeremy Duncan, as it says right there. Today I'll be talking about students having good study habits, the importance of having good habits, and the role of an environment. Why do we need good habits? A habit is something we do regularly without consciously thinking about or much about it. It is an automatic mental and behavioral activity. Habits make it possible for us to do things without spending exorbitant amount of mental effort. They make good everyday life good or bad. If you have good goals and plans but take the actions continuously, you won't achieve to succeed. Good habits will help them keep focused on their ultimate goal. It'll also help you the importance of good study habits. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement, as it says on this picture right here. The same way that money multiplies through compound interest, the effect on habits multiply as you repeat them. So whenever you create habits, it doesn't just go skyrocket up to the top. It also it gradually comes up. You're not gonna do something in one day. It's gonna happen over time. You're not just gonna create a good habit and then go on from there. Good environments for habits. It's good to keep your room clean, as Talia said earlier, to keep a clean mind. And if you want to practice painting more frequently, place your painting and ease the middle of the living room. If you want to be as good as a good student, then hang out with good students. It's good to hang out with smart students, so then you create good habits of what they do, and then you'll be a better student as well, hanging with smarter people. So it's always good to not be the smartest person in the room, to also create motivation for you to be better as a student here. If you change your room style, it'll help you study so you're not occupied with all the dirty stuff in your room. If your room's clean, it'll be easier. It'll set your mind at ease. Instead of playing PlayStation or Nintendo in your room, you can also be doing homework or stuff that you need to do. What are good habits? effective study habits. These are some good habits. Be ready for class mentally. Have some good sleep. It helps you with your mind, and your mind's not all over the place. You don't have like 3 hours of sleep. At least get like 6 to 8 hours of sleep is good. Try to listen to the instructors. Try to take notes as much as you can, so you have all the information that you need to pass the class. You can also create a to-do list for all the assignments that are coming up and future events. You can also look over goals and just check in with it and make sure that you have it good and set. You can also ask others, and we can maybe do like tutoring or like ask your classmates on help if you need help as well. And it's also good to just go over what you learned in class every day, so then you're more prepared for the next day. You can also, after you do your notes, you can also, after you're done, you can highlight the most important things on the notes, so it's easier for you to study as well. You can also make flashcards as well. Just go over everything that you've been doing in the class, so it'll be easier for like tests and quizzes and etc. Start to practice an easy habit and give yourself reward afterwards. Try to do something fun if you do good. Try to reward yourself. Like, yeah. B.F. Skinner, he's a behavior scientist. He believes that if you offered the right reward or punishment, you could get people to act in a certain way. He also says in this, right there, it says motivated behavior is increased or continued responding that is produced by effective contingencies of reinforcement on page 22. Human behavior is always changing situation to situation, moment to moment, and second to second. Pause it.
So again, as I said at the beginning, my name's Hannah, and I'm going to be going over the summary of all of our presentation, the interview, and the conclusion. So the interview questions, I made all the questions and I wanted to put them in there. I said, what motivates you to get prepared for a study session? What educational goals, if you have any at all, have you set for yourself recently? How do you stay organized in class? How do you find out what study style best fits for you? And what makes you happy just in general and in life? I wanted to state these questions for the interviews because I felt that they were important to tie back into what motivates you and just everything in our presentation. Okay, so the summary: students struggle in college not necessarily because of their IQ, but because they don't know how specific goals. They easily get bored in studying, and they don't know how to become organized and schedule their time. The expectancy value theory can help students reveal their hidden purposes and motivate within school. And homeostasis can help them maintain moderation and balance. And obviously moderation and balance is kind of the whole theme of our presentation, and that's why it's so important to review it back at the end. Together, these tactics can help students persevere throughout their schooling years. This path leads you to success in college. This path to lead you to success in college is setting goals for yourself, organizing your time, monitoring if you're balanced in your daily tasks, and repeating good study habits. And obviously making sure you have good study habits in the first place. So we kind of have a little flow chart going on. It says set motivated goals. Then we want to clarify, make sure that clarity is good and making good plans. Organize time management. Again, that's going to go back in with our balanced and health and enjoyment. Helps to concentrate and work efficiently. Then again, we're going to want to repeat these good study habits, practice and make your own good study habits, continuous action, continuing to keep up with it as hard as it can be, and get motivated again, setting the goals. And then all 4 tasks will lead you to become successful. Quiz time. What is a goal? Why does college make a big difference? What are SMART goals? What is Goldilocks rule? What does expectancy answer? What does value answer? What does homeostasis mean? What are some good habits? What are some good study skills? Again, these are all things we've already talked about, so you guys should probably already know these, but again, that's why we're stating them, because these are the most important, so we want you to obviously remember them. What do you do to prepare yourself to get motivated in subjects that you are not interested in? And how do you stay organized and on top of things? So obviously we're gonna quiz them, go over the answers, but obviously they need the answer to know that they're correct or not. So the first answer is a guide map to attain and how to be successful. 2 is to get a better job. 3 is goals are specific, measurable, attainable, and relevant and time-bound. Tasks that are right and on edge. And obviously this isn't making sense, but I'll read all of these questions to make sure that they understand that each answer matches. Can I do the task? Why should I do the task? The effort of maintaining a state of balance. Practice what you preach. Make yourself accountable. Making note cards. Make flashcards to test the memory. That's really, really important. If anything I would take away from this presentation, it would probably be making flashcards and presenting. I mean, testing your memory is like the easiest way. That's why the quizzes in our EDCU classes really help. EDUC. Keep subjects separate by color coding folders and using a planner. Again, color coding also really helps you stay organized and on top of your things. Any questions? We would be glad to answer. And then we got a little quote by Michelle Obama saying, "Do not be afraid to ask for help. Nobody gets through college on their own." And can't tell you how true that statement is. Thank you, thank you, thank you.